Alrighty guys, welcome on back to some more Dragon Quest II HD-2D Remake. Last episode, we went around the world and collected both the Sun and the Moon sigils, at which point we got called by the Overseer, where she asked us to go check on her sisters, who actually live in a secret invisible palace right here above a lake. And so, we went to the mermaids, asked for the fairy trumpet, and now it's time to go check up on the fairies. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and it'll make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So I did a little bit of metal slime farming, as I said I was going to, and we are now level 32 with Tails, level 31 with Caradoc, 32 with Piranel, and 30 with Matilda. It took me about 30 minutes. It's very, very easy. I just had autoplay on. I was watching a video while I did it. I actually think it took less than 30 minutes. I think it was actually more like 20 minutes, but I did stuff while I was doing it. So like I would stop playing for a bit, go get a drink, all that stuff. But we have a couple new things. Still no spells from Tails. Caradoc, I believe, learned full heal. And then I think that's all he got. He might have got thwack, but we don't plan on using that anyways. Piranel got access to multi-heal, which was the entire reason we were even doing this, so we could get access to multi-heal. She also got Kaswoosh, which is the strongest version of Swoosh and Whoosh. And then Matilda got Kakrak, which is a icicle attack that actually hits all enemies. She also got Reheal, which is a gradual restore of HP, but I don't plan on using that too much, if at all. And then for abilities, I believe Tails got Double Up, Abandon Defense in order to unleash an all-out attack on an enemy, and then Egg On, cheers on an ally, significantly increasing their attack for 1 turn. Caradoc, I don't actually... He might have got Falcon Slash. Basically just a you attack twice. Can't remember if you got that last episode or during the grind. And then Piranel, I think, got Hip Drop, but I don't plan on using Hip Drop like at all. And Matilda got Hypno Whip, which is actually a pretty good attack that hits a group of enemies and can sometimes confuse them. So, with that done, let's go ahead and get on with it. So, we actually just came back to the Dreamer's Lake. This is a place we came to, I think, episode 2 was when we were here. It was on our way to Cave of the Lake. So let's just go ahead and approach it and play the trumpet. And we'll just go ahead and enter and walk all the way down to the end of Dreamer's Lake. And we should be immediately thrown into a cutscene.
Are we certain we are not lost? The Overseer said the palace would be hard to see, but I thought we would see something.
Then you thought wrong, brother. Maestro, if you please.
Oh, do you refer to me? Very well.
By the
What a cool
goddess.
intro to a town.
To think that was right before us all along.
But is it safe? What if it should disappear again when we are inside?
Oh, brother, you are a dunce sometimes. The palace did not appear, and neither will it disappear. All that has changed is our own perception of its existence.
Yes, well, naturally, I knew that. Perhaps it will not disappear as such, but what if it does?
Fear not, cousin. I too find it hard to comprehend how the palace is burning.
Let us hurry.
Yeah, the palace is burning. Somehow, despite being invisible, monsters still were able to get in here. Makes no sense. Oh, these are random encounters. Uh-oh. I'm just going to let autoplay happen here. And then I'm going to turn on my safe passage. I didn't realize... Yeah, you can see we're just going to body these guys. I didn't realize that... Wait, was that... That might have been a forced fight. That was a forced fight. That's crazy. I thought that was a random encounter. I feared that something like that was afoot. Why is it always the bad feeling that proved the best founded? Why does it matter? Cease your pondering. We have fairies to save. You're right. Time is of the essence. I thought that was a random encounter. No, that was a forced fight we just destroyed. Let's get our holy protection going. And now, let's go ahead and get a couple things. So we're going to go ahead and head north. And there's this fence right here. But we're not going to go into it just yet. Instead, we're going to come north and grab this little pot that should be... Or no, it's not a pot. It's just a Sage's Elixir that's sitting right here. Now we're going to go ahead and go through this broken fence. We're just going to keep walking around counterclockwise. And then as we're going, we should see a way on our right. You can see there's a couple chests there that we won't be able to open just yet. Oh, there's actually a good amount of blue chests here we can't open yet. Right here will be a suit of magic armor. And this one should have a diamond in it. Again, we'll come back later once we can open the other blue chests, because there is a lot in this area. We're going to keep going west. And then we're going to keep going until we see some staircases going up. And we'll go ahead and use this one. And then we're going to go south to find a chest that we can open. I actually think this is a pretty small dungeon compared to some of the other ones. Like, we're already at the top of this area. It's not like a super big dungeon, but there is just a couple places for us to go to get some items. It is just a town after all. Right here is a fairy foil. Fairy foil is actually pretty good because you can see here it's a big upgrade to characters like Matilda and Piranel. I'm probably not going to give it to Piranel. I'll probably just give it to Matilda, but I do want to keep that Assassin's Dagger on because it does have a chance to one-shot metal slimes when we get back to grinding much, much later. We can go ahead and come down here and talk to a fairy right here. Eek, monsters. Oh, no, humans? What, you're here to help us? Oh, that's nice. You have to go upstairs and help the boss. Okay, well, that'll be the plan. We're going to go ahead and go northwest. And there's actually a Seed of Magic right here we can grab between those benches, which is a really neat find. And that's it. So we're going to go ahead and go back down to the first floor now. Because I guess that is truly everything up here right now that we can get. I think there's some... No, there's not even chests here. There is nothing here. Then we're going to go out to the outer ring out here. And from here, we're going to go north. And we will actually have a way to get to 3 more chests that we can't open just yet. But over here, there are 2 red chests that we can go ahead and pick up for the Miracle Slash scroll and the Insulate scroll. And now we're going to go ahead and go back out once more. We're going to go up to the right side of the outer ring. So I'm pretty sure that's actually like all the chests. I think there's like one more item we even get here, but we're pretty much done exploring this area already. So go ahead and just go up to the second floor from over here. And you might be wondering, we've picked up a lot of scrolls and I have not used a single one. That is because your characters get access to a lot of different abilities throughout this game. And if you use like Miracle Slash, for example, Caradoc gets access to Miracle Slash. So if you would have given him Miracle Slash earlier, and then he gets access to Miracle Slash now, you essentially just wasted Miracle Slash. So we're going to try to hold off on using these until either the end of the game or even in the post-game dungeon, where you're going to want access to a bunch of different abilities on a bunch of different characters. For example, Matilda is actually going to get a lot of our damaging spells because Matilda doesn't get too many damaging spells, and we'd prefer to have her have a lot more. But that's really it. We're going to go ahead and use another Holy Protection. We're going to return this way, and then we're going to go west, and then south, and then west again as we loop around here. And we'll go up this staircase that's pretty well hidden. And here we go. This is the third and final floor. We're going to go ahead and start by going left, and all the way up here, we can find a mini medal hidden in this rubble. And get ready for a tough boss fight. We have, well, I don't want to spoil who it is, but it's our first time we're like actually going to have a bit of a big boss fight on our hands. I don't think it'll be too difficult, but let's just go ahead and check it out.
It seems what little power you had left is almost spent. You did your master proud, holding out for so long.
Master! I'd like to think the Robus and I are closer to collaborators. Colleagues, even. And I assure you, she treats her allies far better than your so-called High Priest.
Obstreperous till the end.
Halt!
It's you.
4 children standing against the darkness. You must be the would-be heroes I've heard so much about.
Did your lackeys tell you of our fearsome strength?
I cannot say they did. And by your boasting, I see they did not tell you of mine. For you stand before Belial, champion-in-chief of the High Priest Argon.
The one the fiends who attacked the Dragon Lord's great-grandson made mention of.
Hardly our finest hour. My master harbors a certain fondness for the old rogue, and was not best pleased when he learned what my servants had done. Speaking of the one who got away, is this the Princess of Moonbrook I see before me? I heard your kind knew a trick or two, but no one told me you specialized in escapology.
What? Were you involved in the attack on my kingdom?
I really couldn't say. Nor am I eager to waste any more time on idle conversation. I'd like to get this over with. Let's see if my master's interest in you is warranted.
Here we go. Our first major enemy boss fight. This is Belial, or Belial, I think is what he called himself. So we have a very specific way we want to do this. First off, Tails is almost always going to just be attacking. I think we might knuckle sandwich here. We're gonna start with an attacker because we want to reduce his attack. And then Caradoc wants to start with a Kabuff. Hiranel actually needs 2 spells to go up. She needs Magic Barrier and Insulate to go up. So go ahead and open with a Insulate, because if he does use a Breath Weapon turn 1, we want to be careful there. And then we'll just... Ooh, Thin Air seems like it's strong. We'll do that. So Insulate protects against Breath Weapons. Kabuff protects against physical damage spells. Ooh, that hurts. Okay, attacker went off. I don't actually think he can be Helm Splittered. We'll check, but I don't think he can. We'll go ahead and Lightning Slash, and then we will Magic Barrier. And I'm going to keep trying Thin Air. I don't know if this is good at all. It's only 63. I just wanted to see how much damage it was going to do. Magic Barrier protects against magic spells. He's highly resistant to lowering his defense. Okay. So, the Magic Barrier and the Insulate are going to be our 2 most important spells pretty much this entire combat. We want to make sure we have that up at all times, and if we can keep Kabuff up, that's even better. I'm actually curious how much a Zapple will do instead. And then when she's not doing that, she's going to be casting Multi-Heal. That's pretty much her entire job. And then I actually think I'm going to use a Wizardly Waft, which is an ability I haven't used yet with Matilda. Essentially makes it so we will recover MP after every turn. Zapple's 117, so we'll probably stick to that because he can't increase his magical defenses. That was 114. So I think I want to keep Knuckle Sandwiching. And then Zapple. And you can see Piranel is about to run out of... I want to say that's Kabuff she's about to run out of. We'll have Caradoc Kabuff after this. Let's go with a... Man, I actually don't really want to use any of this. We'll just drain magic. I don't know if that'll actually do anything. And then we can do... I want to get a heal off on myself. That little boost we got there was from the new sigil we had. That increases how much we heal, even with a basic heal spell. Ooh, Tails got hit pretty hard there. Let's go with another Knuckle Sandwich. We will go with another Kabuff. We can throw up a About to run out of Insulate and Magic Defense, so let's get Insulate up again. Then we will get another heal on Tails.
Do not falter.
Insulatal? Is that what it's called? Why? Adel usually means multiple or stronger version, but there's no basic version. So I always just thought it was Insulate. Okay, well, our Kabuff is up, so we can go ahead and get a mid heal on Tails real quick. So that way we have enough time to get a Magic Barrier, and then we can just heal up with Matilda.
Never give in.
It can be a long fight. He is like your first wall, essentially making sure, and he heals himself, essentially making sure you've completed everything up to this point. Knuckle Sandwich. I don't need to boost anything else, no. So we'll just go for a multi-heal. Oh, this is Caradoc. Zapple, and then multi-heal. And then, I guess, just keep... Let's try a normal attack. 53.
All is well.
I just don't want to waste all of her MP. Yeah, he buffs himself up. Hits Matilda again. I might run out of MP during this fight. I'm actually a little concerned about that. Let's get another... Do I even really need a heal? Let's just do a regular heal on Matilda. And then let's get another Wizardly Waft. Wizardly Waft.
Allow me.
Zapple.
We might have to do some defending to try to get some MP back. There's a Wildfire. That is his strongest move. But luckily, because we have Insulate up, it doesn't do that much damage. Let's check on... Okay, we're good. Knuckle Sandwich again. Zapple. I don't want to waste a multi-heal, but I'm going to use it. Thin Air. I'm just getting a little bit concerned because he's not even at yellow yet, and we are definitely below half on MP. Especially Tails. He is, not... Ooh, there's 3 attacks now. Tails missed again, man. Okay, well, we're at half. I think I need to swap this to something else. Let's attack Attacker again. Let me go back. Kabuff's almost gone. Well, let's take the time to get a Kabuff up then. And then I think that's Magic Barrier. Go ahead and throw that one back up. Then Thin Air. Piranel's about to be a problem. As long as he doesn't like triple hit Piranel here, we're fine. We eat that. We eat that. Decreasing his attack. That was Insulate. Shoot, I didn't know for sure. Let's full heal Piranel, so we can get that Insulate back up. And then let's do a regular heal on Matilda.
Full heal.
Good stuff. This is one of the reasons we grinded, because we would have been like, ooh, holy. We'd been like 4 levels lower right now if we hadn't grinded before this. Attacker is still up. That is crazy how he did so much damage to us there. There's really nothing we can do because a multi-heal is going to take care of it. That just sucks we took that much. Let's get a Wizardly Waft up again.
Allow me. Thank
You are
you.
too kind.
Dude. Ooh.
Not bad at all.
His defense returns to normal, which is good. Let's go for a Knuckle Sandwich since his defense returned to normal. I think I have to use a full heal here because I took so much from that hit. I think we have to focus on just getting heals up on everybody real quick.
Multi-heal.
Get the multi-heal.
You have my gratitude.
We get the full heal on Tails. Knuckle Sandwich while he doesn't have his defense up, which is good. More heal on himself, that's fine. Belial attacks. But he did not buff his defenses. We're going to go for another Knuckle Sandwich. Zapple. Next turn's going to be a problem, I think. But that's a next turn problem. It's a next turn issue.
Zapple.
Good Zapple. We might kill here. No, but that was a crit. He's really low. Okay. The buff goes away. Wizardly Waft goes away. We go for another Knuckle Sandwich. His attack is back. I'm actually going to attack Attacker. We will go for a Kabuff. We will go for a multi-heal. And again, it's going to be a problem next turn, but it's not a problem yet. Because I think we're about to lose Insulate and magic barrier at the same time. Lowers his defenses, which is good. Kaboom goes off again. He attacks Matilda, attacks Tails. Magic barrier wears off. We will knuckle sandwich. We will full heal because we have to. We will multi. Nope, I can't multi heal. That's why I just did that. We will magic barrier, and we will thin air.
Hit them where it hurts.
Thin air has a chance to kill. That's why I'm trying to use that. Okay, we get a full heal off, which is good. There we go. That is a Belial. Honestly, not a terrible fight, but if I had not grinded up to level 32 before this, and I am on Dragon Quest, I made sure to triple check, make sure I did switch my difficulty back after grinding. But, yeah. If I didn't grind, I definitely would have hit a wall right there. Matilda hits level 31. They were very close to a level up once Kiranel hit her level 32 mark.
Well, I see why my minions were no match for you. Perhaps you will grow into heroes worth hunting yet.
Do not belittle us.
I would never. In fact, let me reward you with a piece of information for making such an effort. The fact is, while you have been here entertaining me, my allies have been entertaining yours, the mermaids.
What?
If you hurry, you might just arrive in time. My colleague has never been the most methodical soul.
How do you stand to gain by revealing this to us?
I told you, I merely wish to acknowledge your effort. But do not let me keep you. I'm sure we all have much to do.
No, wait!
He could have finished us, but instead he upped and left.
But not before telling us about the mermaids being in danger. Why would he do that?
He definitely didn't do it out of the kindness of his heart. If that beast even has a heart, there's nothing in it but malice. Oh, but allow me to introduce myself. I am the keeper of this palace. Most know me as the Dream Whisperer. Thank you for coming to my rescue.
The Dream Whisperer. Tell me, was it you who reached out to us as we slept in Rippleport?
Yes, it was my intention to have you seek out the friends and allies you would need to end the encroaching threat.
Then there was a plan.
That is all well and good, but I think we need it under the sea. We cannot stand here chatting while our friends are in danger.
Of course. Go to their aid, I beg you. Like us fairies, they have long watched over Rubis in her slumber.
She is asleep. But we have not the time to discuss it now. Let us speak more when the danger is past.
Yes, let's. You'll need this if you want to enter the mermaid's domain.
Tails obtains Lorelei's harp.
Yet another instrument.
It is called Lorelei's harp. One strum of the strings will envelop your ship and yourselves within bubbles of air, allowing you to delve beneath the seas. However, it won't do anything unless you get the mermaid's blessing first.
And how do we do that?
The mermaid's magic is conveyed by their lips. To cut a long story short, you'll have to convince one to kiss you.
I see. So only those the mermaids trust enough to press their lips against might visit their kingdom.
Did I hear that right? We're going to have to kiss them?
Mayhap our friendly duo might lend us their blessing? Assuming that they are still safe, that is.
Why assume when we can ascertain? Let us hurry to the rocks.
Indeed. They may have sought refuge there as they did before.
Good luck, young heroes. I will remain here and await your triumphant return.
Uh-oh, you're gonna have to kiss a fairy, Caradoc. Watch out. Before we leave, though, we're going to come behind this, and we can find a Seat of Agility right behind the throne. And now we're going to go ahead and zoom. We can actually go heal up if we want to. We're going to hold off just for a second. We're going to go to Gaggle Rock first. It's going to give us access to something. Then we'll zoom, make sure we heal and save, and then continue on with the story. So let's go ahead and go talk to our mermaid friends. And looks like Caradoc's about to have his first kiss. Uh-oh.
Are you injured? We heard of the attack and came as quickly as we could.
Oh, it's you! Oh, thank the heavens! Finally friendly faces! You've no idea how scared I've been, or how lonely this place is. I fled when fiends attacked the town and got as far as here. But as for what to do next, well, it really wasn't clear. Mel and the others are...
Fear not. We are here now, and we will help them. Your friends and family shall not suffer while we are able to prevent it.
Indeed. To which end, might we ask that you take us to your home beneath the waves? We shall see to it that you come to no harm at the invaders' hands.
Of course I can, but like you say, it's down under the sea. You'll drown before you get there if you try and follow me.
There shall be no risk of that, for the fairies have gifted us with the harp of Lorelei.
By its tune might our vessel and ourselves be granted the ability to sink beneath the waves. But it may only be played on one condition. That a mermaid grant us leave to do so. Well, might we ask this favor of you?
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of that. The harp and everything. We're only supposed to let humans we're fond of strum its strings. Should I? All right, I'll let you play the harp. I trust you, I suppose. And you trust me as well, of course, as your being here shows. Come here, you.
Kissing? Zounds.
Shh. May the blessing of the mermaids be upon you. I know I did the kissing, but that came as a surprise. I feel all soft and fuzzy, kind of warm behind the eyes. It's called the mermaid's blessing, Ellie. What did you expect? Right. Time to bless the rest of you. Come on then, gang. Who's next?
Thank you. We are in your debt.
The hand. It requires a kiss on the hand. No
I
more.
hope Caradox gets
Thanks to heavens
kissed
for
on the
that.
mouth. Man, I thought that'd be funny. Mermaid, have you ever heard of Puff Puff? It's a new thing going around in these
Okay,
parts.
The harp should work now, or at least I hope it will. There's only one way to find out. Well, shall we? What a thrill!
Let us venture into the deep with a melody as gentle and as beautiful as the friendship we share.
Oh, aren't you just a sweetheart? I can't wait to hear you play. All right then, what are you waiting for? Go on and make my day.
I shall do my very best. Well, shall we? To the ship.
Where are all the mermaids? Lily Poo, and you lot too. Oh, Mellykins, it's such a huge relief to see you well. What about the others? Are they safe and sound? Do tell. They all went to the sanctuary and shut themselves up tight. They'll probably still be there. Think they'd rather that than a fight. The sanctuary? It's where the fairy trumpet's kept, or was until I grabbed it. Me and Elle came back to town to tell the queen who'd nabbed it. It doesn't rhyme with it. But then the fiends came and the queen told everyone to flee, and so we swam for dear life out to the open sea. When I stopped, I noticed you were missing, Ellie Poo, and so I came to find you. I mean, what else could I do? Have they had a rhyming thing this whole time and I just noticed it? You silly girl. You risked your life to come and look for me? What if something had happened, eh? How sorry would I be? Exactly, which is why I snuck and hid the slinked and crept. And then I finally found you. Oh, my days, I could have wept. You did all that because of me? You slinked and slithered? You? I still think you're a silly girl, but thanks a bundle too. Alright, it sounds as if your fellow mermaids may be in danger. Come everyone, to the sanctuary. You're very kind, but yeah, I think it's best to go and see. They'll only stay hidden so long, and how long could that be? Accursed monsters. How do they attack these poor mermaids, who wish only to live peacefully here at the sea's bottom? How dare they? I would ask that you both remain here. We shall go to the aid of your friends at the sanctuary, and return here ere long. Be careful. And thanks again. So, we'll go ahead and just walk out of the Mercy. We will be back here later to explore, but that's once the residents actually return. So instead, let's go ahead and reboard our boat. And here we are, the deal with diving. Strumming the strings of Lorelei's harp envelops your ship in a great bubble, allowing you to plumb the ocean's depths. Spots where you can submerge your ship appear a dark blue than the shallows. While submerged, the minimap at the top right of the screen will switch to underwater mode, allowing you to get a clear picture of your surroundings. Hold the left stick while sailing to dive beneath the waves. If you want to return to the surface, hold the right stick to rise through the water. If you decide against diving or surfacing after pressing an input, simply let go before the action is confirmed and you'll remain where you are. While submerged, you can use LB to slowly ascend and LT to slowly descend. That can be helpful if you need to change your point of view or to ascend over any rocky terrain that might be blocking your path. Now, from my understanding, this is actually new to this game. I don't know if you even could go under the water back in the original Dragon Quest II, but from what I've seen, this appears to be a brand new feature. We're going to be doing a lot of this exploring in a little bit. We're not going to do that just yet because we are still kind of locked in. But for now, we're going to go ahead and head back to Middenhall just to heal and to save our game. And then we'll go ahead and save the fairies. Or save the mermaids, I guess. So, right back here outside Gaggle Rock, we're just going to go ahead and sail northeast because we can see the sanctuary is over there. And honestly, if you want to, you can go ahead and dive underwater here. That's so cool. Honestly, kind of like a seamless dive. I'm close to it, not perfectly. We're not going to be exploring underwater right now. We are going to hold off on doing this for a little while. We will have access to pretty much everything around the time we have the ultimate key, or right before we have the ultimate key. So most of the exploration we're going to do is actually going to be much, much later. We won't have access to everything before we actually come here and explore. I'll pick up things like this that we pass by, but pretty much everything else we're going to hold off on doing. Silver platter is not better. I was hoping it might be. So yeah, we have a really, really long way to go before we come to just full-on ship exploration underwater. I think part of that is because some of the enemies are a little bit tougher here, but also because it takes a lot longer to explore under the water, we just don't want to do it yet. So we can go up here and enter inside the Mermaid Sanctuary. So this is the sacred sanctuary of the mermaids. How dare the monsters desecrate this place? How can they possibly live with themselves? The disgusting, blasphemous wretches. Please, you must try to remain calm. Calm in the face of such wanton devilry? The fiends run riot both above and below the waters, and you ask me to remain calm? What quarrel can they possibly have with the mermaids? The poor creatures wish only to live in peace. Why, they and their fairy cousins have kept themselves hidden from us humans for precisely that reason, have they not? Indeed, if we had not happened upon them in the course of our quest, they would have been left to face this threat alone. Precisely. Think what further tragedies might have befallen them had we not been here to help. Assailed by fiends with nobody to come to their aid, it is too awful to contemplate. You are correct, of course. We cannot allow ourselves to be consumed with righteous anger. Do you not agree, Tails? Yeah, sure. I'll just say yes to almost anything. Rage blinds us. It clouds our judgment. That is as may be, but still. Come, friends, we have more pressing concerns. Namely, the poor mermaids who did flee here thinking it a safe haven. My thoughts exactly. I was just about to say the same thing. So, this is a pretty winding dungeon. It is very similar to the last tower we were in, the lighthouse, but actually a little bit more confusing, mostly just due to the slight distortions and the coral like pathways we'll be going through. So right over here is the Angel Bell. Now we'll go ahead and go north from here. And we're going to ignore this staircase for a second that leads down. And instead, we're going to go ahead and grab these 2 pots for a phial of holy water and a bronze knife. And then we're going to keep going north up here. And we'll pass another staircase up in the northern area. And instead, we want to go up here to grab this chest in the northeastern corner. We're going to be using a lot of holy protections in this place with some gold coins. Now we're going to go ahead and go back to the western side staircase, not this one right here, but this one all the way back here by those 2 pots. We'll go down there. We're going to make a quick detour down here to grab a few things, but just per usual, we're going to be going down, coming back up, going down another staircase, because we're going to end up hitting dead ends on all the first paths we go to. So you can see here, we're already pretty much at a dead end. There's really not much else here. So instead, we'll go, I want to say, I think we have to go around, but I think there's a secret item down here. No, it's a pot. Perfect. For 30 gold coins. And that's it for this little area. So go ahead and go a little bit deeper down into the second floor. We're going to go north and then east, and then all the way over here should be a pot right here with a necklace of immunity. And then we're going to go west from here. And there's going to be a little room we can go into. We can go ahead and interact with this pot for a dragon scale. And one more pot down here for a magic water. You can talk to this mermaid if you want to. This is not necessary in order to complete it. She just tells you to go away. Humans here to help. It's true, right, that you're here to help. But yeah, just like the fairy we found, we don't actually have to talk to these. Then we'll go ahead and go back to the main room and go down to the next floor, down to the 3rd floor. That is up. I just passed by it. I'm so used to having to go up. It's actually very different to have to go down. And then down here, we're going to go south. Open this chest for a full plate armor. Ooh, is that good? I think that might be better for Tails. No, not quite. And that's all there is. So we'll go ahead and go all the way back up to that 1st floor. And then we're going to go down to the eastern side. It actually might be a little bit easier to evac, but I'll just go ahead and run back up. So back up here at the ground floor, we're now, or I guess ocean floor, ground ocean floor. We're going to go ahead and head over to the east side this time. There is nothing for us to get along the way. We've actually got everything from this floor, so all we have to do is actually use the staircases. I think the top staircase is going to be the last one we go down, because I think that's the proper way to go. Go ahead and go down this one. And then we will go north, and on the eastern side of this, we can grab a chest with a full moon ring. And then we'll go back down, and we'll take the left path this time. And if we just follow this up, we can get to a little room. It's actually technically part of the map, but for whatever reason, it's actually marked off as its own individual room. And I think, right... Is it not right around here? I guess not. We'll go up this way. No. It's definitely down here. Oh, there it is. I just hit the wrong spot. There's an oomph powder. Then we're actually going to go out and use the left exit. And this is going to lead us to that staircase. So that northern staircase we saw earlier is right there, but we do not need to use it right now. So we're just going to keep going left, and we're going to use this staircase over here to go ahead and go down to the second floor again, or basement second floor rather. We'll go ahead and head up north, and we'll grab this chest up here, which will have a butterfly baton. I don't think that's better. We'll check it out on Piranel. Slightly better. Sure, we'll throw it on. And then right over here is a staircase going down, but we're not going to go there just yet. Instead, we're going to go north. And there will be a pot over here we can interact with for some coins. There's another fairy up there, but again, we don't need, or another mermaid up there. We don't need to talk to her. So go ahead and get out of there and go down. And so from here, we're going to head over east, and we'll kind of follow this path. We can see that little pot right here. That'll get us the angel bell. And then we'll go ahead and go east once again. And we're going to go up this staircase. And there'll be a pot right here for 18 gold. And that's the last treasure in this area. We're going to go ahead and head north now. We're going to have our first fight against some of... kind of very similar to the first time we went through the tower with the fairies. So your villainous rampage has brought you this far? Well, we'll take you no further. Move one step closer to those mermaids and you shall regret it. Mermaids here? How many times do you have in this place, Warbs? You might well ask you the same thing. What do you mean by defiling this place with your foul presence? The child doesn't just flinch or falter in the face of one so fearsome as I. You come. You shall die alongside your precious mermaid friends. I almost voiced them by just making bubbling sounds, but I didn't want to go get a drink of water to do that. Okay, honestly, this is not going to be hard. We are just going to, I think, bully these guys. I don't think there's any other better way to say it. Lightning slash, the swoosh, thin air.
I have you now.
Honestly, they're not even, like, real fights. I don't even know if they count as a boss enemy. Find out when we kill them, because if we get, like, the slow-mo, when we get the kill, then they were boss enemies, but I don't think they count. Lightning, kaswoosh, thin air. I think we might actually kill them both at the same time. Oh, it's gonna be close, though. Ooh, now I do need a heal. Ooh, double chilly breath? Whoa, we gotta calm down with that. Multi-heal. I don't really have anything good here. Thin air truly is the best thing I got.
Thank you.
Too kind.
Taste the fruits of my training.
Gets rid of that one. Now we don't care about multi-hit attacks anymore. Ow. I said they weren't really a big threat, and then this happens. Zapple, multi-heal, attack.
Multi-heal.
As long as we have multi-heal, it's going to keep us alive, though.
All is well.
And this should... There we go, finish it off. It was technically a boss enemy.
Let that be a lesson. To stay out of other people's houses.
The Octopests are defeated. We get 2,500 XP, but not enough to level up. Is everybody all right? We are indeed because of you. You're heroes, every one. But humans in the briny deep? If I might ask, how come? The fairies and some of your fellow mermaids asked that we go to your aid. Are there more of you? Are they too in need of help? There are. I think they're hiding further in a little way. Monsters came along and they swam off in disarray. The queen was back there trying to keep everyone together. Please say you'll go and rescue them. It might be now or never. But of course, you may trust in us. We shall rid you of your monster problem post-haste. Oh, thank you. I was really scared when I got left behind. I wish someone had told me human beings are so kind. And just to make sure we're okay, we're going to heal up. We want a full heal before we get to this because there will be a boss at the end, but for now we'll just get quick heals. And then from here, we're going to go into this little room over here to the right, where we can actually find a chest for us. So I think it's just all the way over here on the right side. Be a chest with enchanted robes. I don't think it's better for Pyrrha now, but let's check. Oh no, just a little bit better. We'll go ahead and give her that. Protects against spells. Then we'll go ahead and go south. And then we're just going to take these... Oh, that was speak. I thought we had a thing there. We're just going to take these southernmost stairs all the way back up to the first floor. So this one goes up, or the basement first floor rather, not the starting room. From here we'll go south. We can get a battle fork out of this chest. Fortunately not useful anymore, but we'll always take it. And then we'll go west. And we're just going to follow this bottom left path instead of going down the stairs. And over here will be a pot with a magic water. And now we're going to go ahead and go down those stairs we just passed to get back down to the basement second floor. But there's nothing else on the basement second floor. I want to make sure we're healed because we have another fight coming up here in a second. We should be good.
Swim away, little mermaids. These shores are no longer yours. They belong to Lady Marielle now. Be gone, I say. Be gone from this place.
This is the Mermaid Sanctuary, our holiest of holies. You think we'll give it up to you, the lowliest of lowly? Yeah.
Irma, what are you doing here, small fry?
How many times? It is us who should be asking you, blasphemous fiends, how you dare tread this sacred ground. We are not the interlopers here. Come, friends, let us make this quick. We could just ask. We could wait for an answer, Matilda. We don't need to jump straight into fights. Okay, well, here we go. Again, pretty much the exact same thing, but this time they do have a little bit more weaknesses. So we could actually flying knee. And then probably Zapple. And then we could... Yeah, they're weak to everything. So Swoosh. And then Crack.
Here comes the
Just because they have way more weaknesses than the last group of enemies we fought. And I think my flying knee might get rid of one of them. Ow. No, wow, they held on pretty strong there. Let's go ahead and do another flying knee. Let's do another Zapple, another Swoosh, and another Crack. We're getting a little bit low on MP, so we might have to before we get to the... Well, there goes Pierre now. That sucks. We might have to, before we finish off this dungeon, run back up to the surface and heal. Well, we do have a little bit of a new problem. I need this full heal, the full heal to hit Matilda. Nope, well, there goes Matilda. Well, we have a new problem. I want them to actually get the XP from this. So I might have to spam zings until we get the revive. Okay, perfect. Pierre gets it early. Goes for Caradoc. That's crazy. Immediate all-out assault. Well, we might not get it because the amount of times it would take me to zing, I might not be able to land it here. Hey, we get it on Caradoc. Immediately drops Pierre now. That's crazy. This all-out assault is ridiculous because they're going to do it every turn. And it misses, and we kill. Yep, that's what happens, man. That sucks. That is actually, a lot of people consider that an easier fight, which is why I'm that shocked. 5100 XP, and two of my characters don't get any of it. I actually restart a lot of fights to make sure they get the boss XP, but at this point, man, 5000 XP actually is only like 5 minutes of grinding at this point, so... Are you alright? Oh gosh, you're not, and it's because of me? I shouldn't have provoked his ire. How foolish could I be? No, I'm simply so enraged by these fiends' effrontery that I can scarcely draw breath. I must confess to being rather exercised myself. Who would have thought that I would allow myself to follow your impetuous example, dear sister? But please, you must breathe. Let us see what our mermaid friends here have to tell us. All right. The queen, is she here? She is a little further in, but so's a horrid beast. I saw it running after her. 'Twas foul, to say the least. It howled and screamed and roared and raged and struck its fellow fiends. A truly beastly beast, the like of which I've never seen. They can be so cruel to even others of its kind. I fear what it might do to humans if it had a mind. So all is not harmonious among the ranks of the monsters. That at least is useful to know. You have our thanks. As you do mine. I owe you more than words can ever say. Now go and save that queen of ours. Be off now, on your way. Well, we will do that, but first I definitely need to go heal up because we do not have the HP to continue down this dungeon. We don't have the MP for it either, so I'll be back once we are right here. All right, right back where we left off. We are now going to go ahead and go down these stairs. One thing I will say that I really like about old school Dragon Quest games, and by that I mean just random encounter Dragon Quest games, so not 8 or 11, I think every other one has been random encounter, is that things like Holy Protection actually work. They are not nearly as good whenever there are enemies you can see on the world map, because they'll still just chase you up until you're like so much higher level than them, whereas now we just don't ever get into encounters. So you still have to watch out for them on the world map, but also on top of that, that makes grinding harder because you have to chase down enemies that might flee from you instead of getting random encounters that you can farm. But here we go. We'll go ahead and go down this staircase, and right down here will be our next boss fight. So let's just go ahead and proceed forward. We lose Holy Protection right at the end. And we should... I've made sure to heal, so we should still be at full HP, and there's a little bit of MP lost on Pierre now because of Holy Protection.
You must not leap to such drastic conclusions, milady. Our orders were not to kill the Mermaid Queen. They were to kidnap her. If she were to croak, Lord Belial would...
You think I care about orders when one more beautiful than I stands before me? Nay, she must be erased. Eradicated!
Ha! So you are the interloper who berates and belabors her fellow fiends.
Humans on the ocean floor? How?
That is none of your concern. All that you need to know is this. So long as we live, every one of your devilish schemes shall end in failure.
You think to threaten me, child?
These are no mere children, as their aura doth attest. Though Hargon's right-hand creature, you are clearly not his best.
What? And you wonder why I wish to destroy you? Insolent!
But please, this talk of destruction and this blattication must cease. She is to be taken alive.
Why, I ask you? Why are we not free to destroy this wretched creature?
That is not for us to know.
You speak as if I, too, am beholden to that fool. I am my own monster, and I shall do as I please.
I would thank you to cease your bickering and heed me when I say, you shall not touch a hair on Her Majesty's head.
But of course, little queenling. Fool! I am no servant of yours. You think to give me orders? Along with every other fool here, it seems. Bark all you will, dogs! I shall heed not a one of you. And I shall certainly not stoop to dealing with you. No, that shall be the job of these insubordinate wretches. Will it not?
Yes, my lady.
Here we go. The true boss fight of this area is actually hopefully going to be a little bit easier than the last couple fights we went through. So we have a couple enemies here. The Woman O' War, the Totalitarian, and the Venomollusk. We want to start with the Venom Mollusks, then the Woman of War, then the Totalitarian. Totalitarian isn't really a big threat here, but Venom Mollusks are going to cast the whack on us, so we want to try to get rid of them as quick as we can. So honestly, I think we're just going to be using... I don't even want to use any of this. I kind of just want to use a regular attack on the Venom Mollusk, and then use Zapple on Venom Mollusk, and then Boom, and then Crack. Because some of these spells are going to hit all. And as long as, well, the paralysis also is very annoying. I just wasn't going to mention it. Same with the poison that we can get. Essentially, this is a status effect boss fight. They are going to be giving themselves buffs, giving myself debuffs, giving myself status effects. Kind of just a little bit of an annoying fight, but really shouldn't be too bad. I say, hopefully. Let's attack. I don't even want to attack Attacker, man. It's just like, none of these are great. I think we can do another Boom, another Crack. It really is going to come down to if we get too many status effects on us, we'll lose. If we don't get a lot of status effects on us, we're going to be more than okay. Double-edged slash the Venom Mollusk again. Let's go ahead and this time use a multi-heal and then another Crack. You can see the Woman of War are going down without us even focusing on them, just because we have multi-hit attacks. Good, we're no longer paralyzed on Caradoc. Matilda being paralyzed kind of sucks, but that's fine. Envenomating Fog. Ooh, Matilda got hit pretty hard there. That's not ideal. Go for another double edge on Venom Mollusk, a Zapple on Venom Mollusk, and then unfortunately I actually just need to... Actually, I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to go for a full heal on Matilda because I actually like using the booms here. We're going to be very close to getting rid of the Woman of War. If Matilda gets unparalyzed now... Oh, Tails getting paralyzed sucks. Yeah. And then Pyranel takes a ton of damage from that, too. Let's get a full heal on Pyranel. Let's get another Boom. No. Oh, Pyranel survives. Please, Caradoc. Oh, thank God.
You have my gratitude.
And there goes Pyranel. After we just full healed her. Wow. Oh, that is so unbelievably unfortunate. I thought we were about to make it through the entire fight without having to worry about a whack going off. We might lose here now. Yeah, Caradoc gets paralyzed. Nobody can heal. And I believe we go down here. That sucks. This was a win. This was a literal free win. I cannot say enough how free this was. And it came down to one paralysis. One singular paralysis on our characters killed us. A unlucky paralysis and an unlucky whack. Oh, man. That sucks. Like, I don't even know how better to say it. That is so unbelievably unfortunate. Wow. Double-edged slash. I don't even care about Kabuff because Kabuff doesn't do anything. Hit the Venom Mollusk. I'm actually just going to Oomph Tails and then Crack. I think I'm going to slightly change my approach here. Maybe I shouldn't. Truly, my approach was fine. I just got a incredibly unlucky whack that landed. Like, that just sucks so much. You're joking. We started off with that, huh? Wow. Zing, Pyranel, Crack. Dude. Did we lose again because of that? Guess Tails kills himself here.
Try to stay alive.
And then Pyranel doesn't even land the zing. Wow, dude. Holy. This is supposed to be... And then Caradoc's paralyzed. Okay, well, I'll see you in the next try. That is ridiculous. Like, I'm actually upset about that one. I don't agree with that. I don't think... There should definitely be... Whack is my least favorite spell in the game. As it should be. And as it should be most people's. I think it's just so... broken that there's no limit on it. You can just use whack and sometimes it'll full kill you sometimes you'll be 100% okay. And it's just like, there's no consistency with it. And it really, games like, or fights like this, truly end up coming down to a game of luck on whether a whack lands or not. And sure, there are, like, accessories you can equip to prevent whack, but at this point in the game, we only have access to one, and then a suit of armor that only Tails could equip. So only 2 people could even have whack if I, like, fully optimized it. Okay, let's try to just get rid of these guys now. I wanted to get a magic barrier up, but I don't even know if it matters. I feel like we just need to be using cracks and kabooms just to deal as much damage as possible. And honestly, I even thought about, there goes one. I thought about even changing my strategy to get rid of the Woman of War first because of the paralysis they can hit me with. Because the paralysis kept my guys from acting, which then combined with, you know, the whack is what was killing me. Mercurial Thrust. I honestly don't even know why I'm using this. I think it's just to try to kill the venom mollusks before they have a chance to move. But this should get rid of this venom mollusk here as soon as Caradoc gets to go. And this is a critical spell. Perfect. Now we can focus on healing because the 2 biggest threats are gone. Yeah, and you can see it just like, it changes immediately. The fight is so over as soon as those guys are gone. It is insane how this happens. Let's go ahead and multi-heal and then another crack. And now it's just this guy. He can't really do much. He can't oomph himself, and if he does, and he gets a double punch like on Pyranel like we just saw, that can end the fight. But now that it's just him, I think we're actually in a better position. I kind of want to Helm Splitter, see if it can be lowered. But I think now we'll actually go for a cup buff, and then a oomph on Tails again, and then a... Yeah, we don't really have much we can do here. So we'll go ahead and just frizzles. Bunch of frizzles. He's going to poison us. There's the oomph. So this is a little bit of concern. Because he can double hit us and kill us. Highly resistant, which kind of sucks. We could defend through this attack. And that is a... Like, we could do pretty good with that. But I think with us having Kabuff up, it counteracts it. So I think he's just going to be doing the exact same amount of damage he was doing to us a second ago. So we'll just go ahead and cast multi-heal with Pyranel. And I think we'll be fine here. As long as he doesn't double hit Pyranel or Matilda, yeah, we're so fine. That also decreases his attack right there. Now we can go for a Mercurial Thrust, Zapple, multi-heal, Frizzle.
Be careful! Thank you.
You're mine!
And Matilda gets hit again, but again, it doesn't matter. We're going to do the exact same attacks one more time, and hopefully this is the... Yep, they didn't even get back to Caradoc. Matilda got a kill. That never happens.
You see? Failure.
And we get 4,400 experience.
Defeated by mere human children? What foolishness is this?
You do not see the truth of it. These children's storied line. Theirs is the blood of heroes, and the foolishness is thine.
Heroes?
Lady Mariella, help me!
Help you? You who presumed to tell me how to conduct myself? Was it not Lord Belial's approval you were so concerned with? Then seek his aid also.
We merely thought to stay Lord Belial's ire, milady. After all, he would be hopping mad if...
Silence! Your pathetic excuses bore me. Begone!
Is everyone all right?
What is this?
A barrier I put in place to see you kept from harm. It seemed the least that I could do to weave this little charm.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
The thanks are yours. You rid us of a menace beyond measure. If there is aught else we can do, that too would be our pleasure.
I fear that we will regret having allowed her to escape. But yes, all is well that ends well.
What is it? Are you angry, perhaps? So angry at letting her escape that you cannot help but laugh?
Quite the opposite. I'm overjoyed, for I've seen that we can win. That victory over Hargon and his army shall surely be ours.
Whatever do you mean? All I remember seeing is a gaggle of ne'er-do-wells bickering like children.
Precisely. It was Belial himself who told us of the attack on the mermaids, was it not? And Mariella could not have been more disdainful of Belial's wishes. There is no unity among the monsters, no harmony. They do not consult with one another, nor attempt to work together. Quite the opposite, in fact. And when their underlings displease them, they think nothing of destroying them. Each is a law unto themselves. We, on the other hand, have made and continue to make allies of the people we meet. Nay, not just the people, the fairies too, the descendant of dragons.
And us. You speak true, little hero. You have something Hargon lacks. Though young, you have a multitude of allies at your backs. So go forth, and though those you face may fill your hearts with fear, have faith that there are friends who wish you well both far and near. Now I must see how things fare here, how much the fiends did wrong. Please head toward the town, and I will join you there ere long. If not for you, we mermaids might have fallen to the horde. As queen, I must ensure that you receive your just reward.
So we automatically return to the Mercy.
Thank the heavens. Everyone is safe and sound at last.
Indeed, and the town brought back to life. It is a sight to see, is it not?
Indeed it is. I wish to speak with our new mermaid friends. Say that we might stay a while and play, please. Huzzah!
I should not mind a little look around myself.
So we're going to do a little bit of exploring while we're here before we end things off. We have just a little bit more we want to get done. Inside here, we can go ahead and grab this chest with a silver tiara. And then there's also a pot with 11 coins. And that's it. We can go ahead and exit. And then south of this house is another pot with 24 gold coins. And then we're going to go ahead and head east and north from here. And then right in the center of the garden, we can find a pink pearl. And then going east, we can reach a house. And just outside of it is a pot with a vial of magic water. Inside the house, we can find a pot with 186 gold coins. And then if we check over here, we can actually find a hidden divine dagger. Actually, don't think that's better for anyone. No, that's like an early weapon, right? Yeah. And then we're going to go to the inn in the northwestern corner. And we'll have a couple more items we can get over there. I believe it's, yeah, all the way over here. However, we're going to start by going southwest of it. I believe there should be an item around here somewhere. I was afraid to come over here because I thought this was a place we could jump off, but it is right here. It is a pair of slime earrings. And then we'll go ahead and head back inside the inn. There is a place to use tombola tickets, but we can't actually do it yet, so we're just going to ignore that for now, unfortunately. And then we're just going to go ahead and head north into the next part of the Mercy. So we'll just take this little ramp up, and we'll be able to get a mini medal from up here. So go left from here and all the way up here. I think it's actually not at the very end. Yep, right there is our mini medal. And then all the way up here, I believe you can find a Scholar Specs. I want to say that's actually really good equipment for Piranel. She already has it equipped. Yep, of course it is. Then we're going to go ahead and go back to the entrance. Nope, don't want to get caught up there. And we're going to go right this time. And then behind this little thing right here, we should be able to find a pot. You can barely see it through the coral right there with some gold coins. And that's it. Now we'll go ahead and just approach this little quest marker.
It's you! Oh, thank you once again for all you went and did.
You humans fought on our behalf while we ran off and hid.
You saved the sanctuary too. You really are the best. If you had been a moment later, oh, we're truly blessed.
Aren't we just? Aren't this lot great? You know, we met them first.
I don't know why the Queen would say you humans are the worst. They're cheaters and they're liars, always fiddling and faking. That's what she said, but it's not true.
You're right, I was mistaken.
Your Majesty, how fare things at the sanctuary?
Yes, all is well, in no small part thanks to you and your friends. I know not how to thank you all, nor how to make amends.
I rather think it is we who must make amends. Forgive us, Majesty, but we took possession of the fairy trumpet without your leave. The Palace of the Fairies was under attack, and we had need of it in order that we might go to their aid. Nevertheless, we must beg your forgiveness.
Oh, Poppycock, you make it sound as if you stole the thing. I gave it to her. I should be the one that's groveling.
There is no need to grovel or to otherwise atone. That you went to the fairies' aid is recompense alone. The harp of Lady Lorelei is yours now. Is that so? I know no other means by which you join us here below. Perhaps if you might lend it as the fairies did to you? This pearl here once adorned it. Let me see what I can do.
Wait, that's the pearl our pals here gave us when we helped the fishers.
So this too fell into your hands. How terribly auspicious. Its purpose is to see this wondrous harp made yet more fine. Now let us join the two once more. Come, little pearl, and shine.
My.
Your presence here beneath the sea brings peace unto our hearts. May that same peace spread further with the power the harp imparts.
Thank you.
Will you accept one final gift?
We've finally obtained the magic key. I think this is one of the longest times we've gone without getting a second key.
Though a good deed is its own reward, I shall not turn up my nose at another. Now come, we must return to the Palace of the Fairies. There is much I would ask of them.
Thank you, from the very bottom of my heart. Your selfless generosity saved so many lives.
We simply did what was right. Humans, mermaids, and fairies must work together if we're to fend off bullies like Hargon.
I couldn't have put it better myself. All is still well at the shrine, I trust? It is. Thanks to you, I was able to get back in touch with my fellow keeper here. I hurried to help as soon as I learnt what happened. Do you remember how I said it wasn't really my place to tell you about the sigils? What I meant by that is that it isn't my place as such.
It is ours. And now that we are all here together, we can tell you everything you need to know. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? The sigils were made by your ancestor, Erdrick, with a little help from us fairies.
Feels like it was only yesterday, doesn't it? Funny that.
After defeating the Dragon Lord, Erdrick left the 5 sigils in the care of Rubis. She used their power to place herself in a deep and lasting slumber. A slumber from which only the same power could awaken her.
I am not sure I follow.
Let me explain. Rubis is no commoner garden spirit. She is the spirit of the land, its creator and its protector. Any threat to her is a threat to our entire world. While others celebrated the fall of the Dragon Lord, Rubis was all too aware that another evil waited in the wings. So she made up her mind to bid her loyal servants farewell, before the menace grew strong enough to strike her down. And so she entered a sleep, deeper than death, where even the prayers of we, her loyal servants, cannot reach her.
It sounds less like slumber and more like she sealed herself away.
Yes, that might be a better way of putting it. Either way, she hoped that by this, she could protect her world until the time came.
Till the time came for what?
For the scions of Erdrick to rise once more, to meet a great darkness that threatened the realm. In short, Rubis foresaw this very moment. She told us that if, and only if, Erdrick's descendants should show the same strength and bravery as their illustrious ancestor, we should tell them of the sigils and guide them on their quest.
And you believe we have met that standard? And then some. No one else could have made it this far. Not to say your journey's anywhere near over, of course.
We are yet 2 sigils short a full collection after all.
And not only that, the sigils aren't all that's needed to awaken Lady Rubis.
Truly? What else do we need?
One thing at a time now. Focus on finding the sigils first, and we can talk about the rest later. Luckily, you're more than halfway done already.
That's as may be, but we know not where to look next.
Under the sea. When we met Mariella in the Mermaid Sanctuary, I noticed something pinned to her lapel. I cannot say for certain, but I believe it may have been a sigil.
Gosh, you have good eyesight. I saw nothing of the sort. Clearly my temper blinded me to such things.
I was hardly as incensed as my sister, yet still I overlooked it. Did you notice it, cousin? I would expect no less.
That might secure us one sigil, but what of the other? We haven't a clue where it might be.
Shall we try asking the King of Darkendor? He boasted of the breadth of his knowledge, did he not?
That he did. Let us put it to the test.
Then it seems your course is settled.
Thank you for everything. We will return once we have gathered the remaining sigils.
Take care. You may be strong and brave like your ancestor, but don't let that go to your heads. Unless you want to lose them.
So we have our next 2 destinations, but we're not done just yet. We only have a few more things to do, but I do want to get these done this episode. So starting here, we'll get a little cutscene here with Record Keeper. But wait. Would it be alright if I showed it to them, boss? I don't see why not. It can only help in the grand scheme of things. The tale of the heroes is the tale of our world. If they're to walk the same path, they should know where it began and where it's heading. Understood. I am she who records all that has been and gone, that we might face the future with open eyes. There's something that I wish to show you. Please, come this way. What is this? An artifact which houses the memories of we fairies, or should I say, housed. When Hargon's horrid minions came along, they stole them all. Take them and scatter them in the darkness, most dangerous depths of the ocean, where the fairies might never find them again. That's what their leader said. Do you refer to the yellow demon we encountered here? No, not him. This monster took the form of a woman. She came some time before the demon did. A woman who directed her minions beneath the waves. Could this have been Marielle? Most likely, but before that, can fairies and fiends truly store and steal memories as if they were books on a shelf? Oh, sorry, I didn't do a very good job explaining how this works, did I? You're essentially correct. They're a bit like historical records or diaries as far as we're concerned. It's my job to record everything I've seen or heard or been told so that future generations can benefit from it. I weave them into what we call living memories. To your eyes, they probably look like small, sparkly lights. Now I can't wait to lay my eyes on them. They sound beautiful. We don't just keep memories about ourselves either. We've also recorded the legends of your heroic ancestors. So if you'd be good enough to search them out and bring them back to us, there'd be something in it for you too. What do you say? Sure. Thank you so much. But don't feel like you have to make it your top priority. Finding the sigils matters a lot more than right now. Before you go, place your hands on this stone. All done. Now if you come into contact with a living memory, it will know where to come back to. There are 7 in total. The best of luck in searching for them. Well, we were going to pay Mariella a visit regardless. Hopefully we can find some of those memories along the way. So we now have another objective, which is to go get 7 memories. However, we are still not quite done yet. We have one more thing they want to do, and that is to zoom over back to Mercy. And we actually want to spin Tombola real quick. We want to see if we can get anything from Tombola. And we want to talk to the Queen one more time. After we talk to the Queen, then we're done with all this prep work we need to do. So let's go ahead and head into the inn. And in here, now that we finished everything, we can play Tombola. 2 Tombola tickets per spin. We can get a Mercury's Rapier, a Gold Ring, and a Dragon Tail Whip. Let's do it. Why not? I haven't won anything better than a silver before, okay? And it's not happening now. But we get the Dragon Tail Whip at least. And a bunch of magic water. Yeah, we're probably good there. I'll actually just check it out on Tails. Dragon Tail Whip. It's not as good. Is it better than the Beastly Bullwhip? 270. 292, sure. We'll give it to him. Just so that way he can switch to that whenever we're fighting groups of enemies. But that's it for that Tombola. We're now out of tickets once again. So now we'll just go ahead and head up here to the north, and we want to talk to the Queen, as she will tell us where to go find Mariella. I don't actually know if this is marked on the map at all, but I think she tells us where Mariella is. Yeah, okay, it is marked on the map. Never mind. We'll go ahead and head up here into the throne room. Ah, there you are. It warms my heart to see you safe and well. You went to see our fairy friends. What word from them? Do tell. Indeed we did, and they were mightily pleased to hear that their mermaid sisters had escaped their recent troubles unscathed. Thanks to you. We seek the fiend Mariella, who did lead the rabid horde to your door. Do you know perhaps whither she might have fled? We too had pondered where the wicked creature might have gone. This brave young mermaid tracked them when they turned tail and moved on. The far north is where they fled, back to their dwelling place. Hand me your map. I'll mark it that you might also give chase. 1,000 thanks. Fear not, your majesty. We shall batter and bruise that plaguey Mariella so thoroughly that she will never see so much as consider frightening your poor subjects again. Bold words, but do not think of her merely full of fire and bluster. Take care. I sensed in her a power that precious few can muster. And so there we go. We have now officially finished all the prep work we want to do. So, in the next episode, we have a ton of new places to go to, but we're going to start with going to use our magic key and opening up all the blue doors and chests that we found throughout the world. I will see you guys then.